Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. Today I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, visiting East Coast Volkswagen. And I'm checking out a 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan 2.0T Wolfsburg edition. So this is a really nice little SUV that's comfortable, has a lot of features to show off, and wait till you see that panoramic sunroof. So let's go ahead and check it out. This vehicle is sitting on 235/55 or 17-inch tires with 17-inch alloy wheels painted silver, which look really cool in contrast with the black color. It also has four-wheel disc brakes with ventilated disc brakes in the front and solid disc brakes in the back. The name of this color is Deep Black Pearl, and it looks really good. Check it out with the sun shining on it, especially with the chrome here in the front grille. Looking all awesome. Nice big Volkswagen emblem. You have reflector halogen headlights for your high and low beams. This is what the key looks like. If you're familiar with Volkswagen, they've used the same key for a while. You have the lock and unlock buttons here, the ability to open the trunk. There's a Volkswagen emblem there. It also has this switchblade key, which you don't really need because it's designed, since it's a proximity key, to keep in your pocket. So let's go ahead and push this panic button. See, it has this little guy running away from some noise. So let's see what happens when we push that button. It beeps the horn, flashes the lights. So just having the key with you, I'm going to go ahead and just put it in my pocket. I can walk up to the vehicle, place my thumb or finger right here in this spot, and it senses the key close by, it senses my position of my hand, and it locks the door. So now the door is locked. To unlock it, all I have to do is put my hand behind the handle. It unlocks for me, senses my hand position again, and unlocks the door. The key does have to be nearby the vehicle though. Here's the inside of the passenger door. Now you have soft to the touch surfaces all the way here, and all the way up here as well. Nice big handle, wide open space here in the center of the door to make plenty of room for your knee. You have a bottle holder and storage space right here. You can actually like put books or even a clipboard or whatever there. It's just massive storage space there in the door. The controls are nice and high up on the door as well. That's pretty convenient. So you can have a combination of manual adjustments and a power adjustment there for your passenger side. And you have the synthetic leather seats, which are very comfortable. They have the heated elements in them, and they have little perforations there in the center. Looking pretty good. You have plenty of legroom here, and the seats are quite a ways off the floor, so it kind of simulates a chair, so it's really comfortable. You have a soft to the touch dash, lockable glove compartment. This has a pretty good size, and it's air conditioned as well. Have a place to put a pen or whatever there, and just a smooth interior of the glove compartment to keep it, so you don't have to worry about keeping it clean. It's easy to clean out. So you can see it has a privacy glass here, so it kind of helps from the sun from glaring in on you too much, but you can see out really good. Here's the inside of the back door. You have the soft to the touch features here all around your arm here, and then you have a storage pocket, little storage pocket here on the side of the seat. And the legroom is minimal right now because I have the seat pulled up. So you can see, you can put the seats forward and back, and you can do it on either side. It's a 60-40 split seat system here, so you can add to your cargo space in the back when you need it. So you can fit a car seat here or whatever and have some extra space there in the back. So sliding this back shows you some more realistic legroom here. You have a kind of a medium-sized hump there in the center for the center passenger to navigate around. Seats are quite a ways off the floor, so your knees aren't sticking up in the air. You have a center armrest with cup holders here, and you can see there's a pass-through when you fold it down, and you can fold that up and out of the way in case you need a center passenger. You have a 12-volt power supply as well as a little storage pocket and some rear vents. And check out that panoramic sunroof. Isn't that awesome? It has a shade that covers it up too, in case you don't want all the sun in on you. fuel door is on the passenger side, so you can talk your passenger into pumping the gas for you. But it's a lockable fuel door. Check it out. It's locked now. All I have to do, unlock the doors. It unlocks the doors, but it also unlocks your fuel door. Isn't that cool? So every time you lock your doors, you're locking the fuel door. So you can see it has this cap. Now check it out. The cap has this tether system. Nice green there. But see that little post? That post goes right there. So it keeps your you can keep your cap out of the way, but also it keeps it from dangling down, scratching your paint or whatever. Taking a look in the back of the vehicle, you can see it has the exhaust here on the side with the dual outlets, looking pretty nice. You have a backup camera under here as well. Nice big Volkswagen emblem. So let's go ahead and open up the cargo area here. And here's your cargo area. It does have a cargo cover to keep just things out of sight and the sun from shining on your stuff or whatever. And of course this is removable in case you need some more cargo space, as well as folding the seats down. And you have the 60-40 split. There's the split right here, so you can fold down one seat or the other, or you could just pull the seats forward and add to your cargo space as well. But once you start folding the seats down, it gets massive in here. It looks really cool. Okay, so you have some more cargo space under here around your full-size spare tire. You see the little storage pockets there. Just kind of keeping stuff out of the way, just kind of give you some extra space to work with. Right in here is your tools for your spare tire. And on this side, you have a little, kind of a little place to change your lights or something. But check it out, you can put some stuff in there. You have some cargo tie downs here on the corners as well. There's your on the back of the seats is your car seat anchors, so you don't want to get those confused with your cargo tie downs. You have a light here on the left right next to your 12-volt power supply. I'll show you the window sticker in case you want to use the pause button and get some information off of it. Here's your miles per gallon, safety information. As long as you have the key inside the vehicle, you can have it in your pocket or whatever. You just put your foot on the brake, hold it, and you can push this button to start the vehicle. Now you do have to hold the button down. It's not like you can just push it and let go. You do have to hold it down until the vehicle starts. Then you let go. So it doesn't have the tip start feature that some vehicles have. So here's the floorboard in front of the driver's seat. It has the floor mat that hooks in place. It even says Wolfsburg edition on it, which is pretty cool. You have your accelerator and brake pedal. Now I noticed the accelerator pedal kind of goes all the way there to the floor and kind of pivots there. It's kind of a safety feature. Keep things from sliding underneath the pedal. And then you also have a nice big place to put your left foot, that footrest there. So let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. To open the hood, there is a little latch directly in the center. So right here above the emblem, you just lift up on it. It's right here. Just kind of do that number and opens it up for you. It does require a prop. So there's the prop right there. So here's your engine. It's covered up slightly with this plastic cover. But it's a 4-cylinder, 2.0 liter 4-cylinder. And it's turbocharged. And the turbocharger is right here on the back with the exhaust. The intake is here in the front and has TSI written on the top. That means turbocharged stratified injection. It's a direct injection engine with the turbocharger, kind of giving you the best of both worlds as far as the extra power that you might need when you need it. The battery is located inside this box. which is nice to have a battery. Some batteries are insulated. This one's actually inside of a box. Pretty cool. You have the insulated firewall with the heat shield there as well. And this engine is paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Also, check it out. The oil filter's right there, easy to get to. Here's the inside of the driver's door. Now it's just like the other side, except for it has a few more buttons. You have the power windows here, and it's a one-touch up and down here on the front. So just push it one time, like so. Side mirrors are adjusted here. The driver's seat has power seat adjustments here, as well as a 4-way lumbar support adjuster. So you can get that perfect spot. Right in here is your headlight controls. You have an off, automatic, and then on. And your interior dimmer switch there for your gauges. You also have a tilt and a telescoping steering column, so you can move it right where you want it. Lock it in place with this little lever. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look here on the inside. Now I've got plenty of leg room. My knee room is fantastic because I have this open area here on the door, and it has this low center console area, so my knee is able to pass over that. So it gets really comfortable in here. I can adjust the seat, the power lumbar support. I'll go ahead and put the seat all the way back. There we go. So you can see my legs have adequate room anyways. Okay, so let's go ahead and start here on the steering wheel. It's like a synthetic leather material wrapping the steering wheel is what it feels like. And it's very comfortable and smooth. It's not too smooth to where it's slippery, but it just has a nice quality feel to it. All black except for the chrome accents there and the emblem. You have the bolsters here for gripping, but it has a good thickness. It's not completely round. It has a little bit of a sharp edge. I say sharp, I'm not really sharp, but I'm just saying like it's a little bit of a contoured, so when you're gripping it, it kind of feels pretty good. A kind of ergonomic steering wheel, I guess you can say. Okay, so the buttons here, you have on the right side, you have some buttons for this menu system between your gauges. On the left side is your volume for your radio, your Bluetooth audio controls, and change through your presets here. Right, here's your windshield wiper controls on the right. Your cruise control is here on the left. You have on, cancel, and then off here at the top. And then you can resume and change through your speeds here on the ends. So your gauges have a nice flat black background with the white lettering popping through. Really simple and easy to read. RPMs on the left, as well as the engine coolant temperature. On the right side is your speedometer and your fuel gauge. But right here in the center is an information screen, and right now it's showing at the very top left is your digital compass, and then you have your clock there at the top. Bottom is your odometer, and then your trip, and then your outside temperature. But right there in the center you can see it has the digital speedometer. But you can use these buttons here to kind of you know, scroll through and get some more information. So I'm going to scroll to the right. So you have audio, what your phone and what your radio's doing here. Then you can go into all kinds of different settings, and then it goes back to your digital speedometer. And then you can go down, and then you have a speed warning option and travel time, consumption of your fuel, and then your range and distance. Average speed, that's pretty handy. So this kind of gets some more information there in that center screen if you need it. You don't actually have to go in there and look at everything, but there's just kind of a quick rundown of, give you an idea of that you can get some more information there. Here's your center stack, starting at the very top with a storage little cubby there. Now you can put your sunglasses or whatever you want there, just as long as it will not be affected by the heat of the sun in the summertime. You know, the dash gets really hot. So you have a 4-way flashers here, place to put some cards, like say your a card for parking pass or something like that, or even a driver's license, credit card, anything like that. And here's your radio. Now it's a touchscreen radio, so you can make selections here, like so. You can also choose this as your radio, so your band is what takes you to your radio screen. It does have a CD player hidden here on the top. You can choose different media sources down here. So you have a USB, auxiliary, and SD card inputs. Your phone, you have access to your, once you pair a phone, you have access to your recent calls and phone book and all that good stuff. And then there's your voice recognition, which you can do a whole lot with once you learn how to use it. Keeps your hands on the wheel, eyes on the road, and you're able to stay productive by using just your voice. Then you have some options there on the right. The menu button will open up a whole bunch of different selections here, and one of them is the App Connect, where you can hook up an Android Auto or Apple CarPlay or Mirror Link options there with your smartphone, which is pretty cool. You have a traditional volume knob and two through the stations. This is where your SD card input is. And you'll notice, maybe you'll notice, when I wave my hand here in front of the screen, there's a little gesture control here. So certain screens, when you reach up to touch the screen, it's going to pop a little bit of additional options here at the bottom, depending on what screen you're in. Right in here's your heated seat controls, your climate controls, temperature, fan speed, and where you want the air to blow. Then you recirculate the air, which I need to do right now because it's a pretty warm day. Let me turn the fan down a little bit, maybe that'll help with the audio. Okay, now you have this little cubby hole, and it goes in quite a ways, so you can put your cell phone in there. The bottom portion is kind of rubberized, so if you put something in there, it's not going to slide out too easy. You have some more of those credit card or card slots here. This one's more of a side-to-side. Traction control, you can turn it off if you need to. Right in here is your USB and auxiliary inputs. You have another storage pocket here. We already saw your start button. So here's your shifter. Let's go ahead and put it in reverse so we can see what the backup camera looks like. You can see it has the lines there. They're not active. They just kind of give you an idea of, you know, your trajectory of your vehicle as you're backing up. Continuing down, there's neutral, there's drive. Now you can also manually cycle through the 6 gear ratios by sliding it to the right and bumping it, sort of like a ratchet shifter. Go back in drive, and if you go all the way down by pushing the button first, go down here into sport mode. So this is telling the vehicle that you want the highest performance and you don't really care about fuel economy right now. There's an electronic parking brake that you can engage it by pushing it down. We actually engage it by pulling it up and disengage it by pushing it down. There's some cup holders here. Your armrest actually slides out of the way, so let's go ahead and do that. There's your cup holders, a little cover, storage pocket. Okay, so your armrest is able to slide forward and back, which is pretty neat. And it lifts up. And then you have this storage space here, so you can put some stuff. Look how deep that is. You can really load it up with some junk. It's like a junk drawer of the car, I guess. Okay, here's your rear view mirror, and it's an auto dim rear view mirror, and it's actually auto dimming right now because I have this shade over the light sensor. You have some tap lights. You can have a quick reading light. You can turn on all the interior lights with this button. Or you can have it in the center position to where it'll turn on, the lights will turn on with the door. This controls your sunroof, which we'll get to in just a second. You have an SOS, like emergency calls, and then a roadside assistance button and information button here. Place to put your shades or whatever you want up in here, and it has a little rubberized material in the base of it as well. Visor, and has this mirror with a little light that turns on when you open it up. Okay, so let's take a look at this sunroof. I mean, it's massive. Panoramic sunroof. It goes all the way back, and there's a shade that covers it up. Now, it doesn't cover up 100% of the light, so you can see some of the light is actually showing through, but it does a good job of giving you some shade. Okay, so let's open it up by pushing this button. Oh, that's closed. Let's open it up by pushing that button. It goes all the way back there. Alright, so now what we could do is we can open it up like so if we want. And push it some more, it goes a little bit further back. That's as far as it goes. Now that's really wide open. That's a really big sunroof for a vehicle. Turn this knob a little bit. It's going to go back. We can just vent it if we want, or we can just open it up just a little bit. See, it has this dial, so you can just choose how far you want it to go open. Click it. Now if we want to just vent it, we just push up like so, and it will just vent it like so. And we pull it down to close it. On a hot day like today, you can always close the shade, kind of get all the sun from shining on you. Okay, let's look at the visibility in the back. Alright, let's see here. Get it lined up for you. Okay, so there's your back glass, and you can see the headrests don't really cause much of an issue there because they kind of line up more with the C pillars. Actually, A, B, C, D pillars in this vehicle. But just overall, there's a lot of glass back there to look at, so that helps out. Still impressed with that sunroof, aren't you? Alright, so there we go. Alright, there you have it. 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan. Pretty awesome vehicle. So thank you for watching, and thank you to East Coast Volkswagen here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, for allowing me to show off an awesome vehicle. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.